Good afternoon, everyone. So, bit of a shocker having me on again. Mark isn't feeling up to par at the minute, so that's why I've stepped in to do this live, so people can be entertained, if you call what I do entertainment. Quite sunny, or it has been sunny, clouding over now. Jane's just hung the washing out, so it's probably going to piss down rain. Anyway, that's by the by. That's not why we're here. I'll just bring in Scott. So I've got Scott earworming for us today. JP might pop in. I'm not too sure. He did say last night he might pop in. Not too sure about Dale. He's quite a busy man at the moment with his work. He does try to take some time at lunch times, so he might be in. He might not. I'll pop Scott back in the background again. Right, what are we doing today? Right, in the hangout last night, Scott said that he hadn't seen me do any of me wall art pieces for a while, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'll just change camera so you can have a look. There we are. So what we've got here, it's another piece of cedar. So my workshop is smelling really nice at the moment. So we've got another piece of cedar on. What sort of size is it? Can you measure out? It is 6.5 inches across and just coming up to 10.5 inches long, and it's a couple inches thick. Yeah, a couple inches. What I've done, I've drilled 3 holes in the back to hold in my chuck, so they're off center. You've got to be careful when you do this type of thing. If I was using my VB, I could have gone real extreme and had the centers right at the edges. These are sort of grouped about the middle because, oh, you can't see that. Let's see if I can put that camera down a bit. There. The piece of wood is on this center is around about 3 mil off the bed bars. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to be doing a series of beads and coals in 3 off-center places. Then I'm going to hit it with my angle grinder with the Arbortech blade in. Just make sure that's going to go around, and it's not. Obviously, you don't want anything hitting when you're doing this type of thing. I'm just going to double check that the chuck is tight. So yeah, once I've finished doing the turning, I will hit it with the angle grinder with the Arbortech in, and put some texturing on there. I might use the Sorby texturing tool as well, and we'll see how it goes. Then I'm going to spray it with ebonizing lacquer and use some of Joe Sonia's iridescent paints on it as well, and we'll see what sort of effect we'll come up with. I have done these before. They're a bit hairy to turn, to tell you the truth. I
like coming up with difficult things, Wayne.
Yeah, I'm standing well out the way when I do this. Turn it on. Yep, there we go. Speed is just coming up to 450, so I'm not getting any shake or anything on the lathe. So let's have a bit play. Fingers well out of the way when you're doing this.
So I'll let you know who's in, Wayne. We have Colin Roberts, John S, Sidri Purposing, Dr. Bob, Paul Lockwood, Mike the Midnight Joker, Mark Pritchard, Lewis the Klondike Craftsman, Kim Dickinson, Tommy Dunn, Amy, Doug Miller, Ian from IBR Woodturning, Robert Lapsley, Doug Mungham, Paul Kavanagh, Robbo Robertson, Hodgepodge, Wacky Woodworks, Ellie, Two Meadows, Dad's in, Ruby Claire, Forking Owls, Mick Jews, Crafts with Blake, and Jappy. I think that's everyone. If I have missed anyone, I apologise. So Mark Pritchard is asking, Wayne, is Blythe Power Station still going?
Oh, I've got absolutely no idea. I don't live on that side of the country now. Mark, I'm over in Dumfries in Scotland. I've been over here since 1986.
If anyone has got a question, if you can just put question in capital letters beforehand, it'll make it a little bit easier for me to pick out. Sid's Repurposing has sent a message, Wayne, asking if we can share the link to his new video that he's got on his channel.
Oh, has he sent a message to me?
No, he sent a message to me saying if Wayne doesn't mind, can we share
it?
it?
Yeah, stick it in there, Scott, stick it in.
All right, let's get that in there.
I hope he was wearing his t-shirt when he did the video. If he wasn't wearing his t-shirt, don't put the link in, Scott.
All right, all right. It's nice to see the drilly t-shirts going around the world. You know, when I designed it, it was done for a bit of a chuckle, bit of a laugh. It's making a little bit of money for the veterans charities. So
now, Scott actually designed that t-shirt when we were sitting in a hangout one night.
It's a bit of fun. If anyone hasn't got a drilly t-shirt or drilly merch and they want it, I'll pop the link in for my Teespring store, which is where they're all listed. There's a mug, a cup, and a face mask. For some strange reason, you have to click on the face mask link, and that will let you drop down to the mug. I haven't quite worked that out yet. Paul Kavanagh is asking, he's Ryobi Drill wants to know if Drilly is seeing anybody.
His Ryobi Drill wants to know what? If Drilly's seeing anybody?
Yeah.
Actually, Drilly is seeing a Ryobi Drill.
And Sid's saying it was under his smock.
Okay.
I'll let everyone know now, before more confusion tonight, Dale was meant to be covering for Rich the Beard, 16. They're both busy, so I'm stepping in and starting a two-part Halloween special tonight. But Rich is returning next week, which will be good to see Rich back on the scene.
Right, so that's the first one. Now the fun starts. Oh. Should never leave your tools lying on the bed bars.
We all do it, though. Got 46 in at a minute, Wayne?
Grand. Thanks for coming along, guys. Right, I just need to double check.
Just joined. Are you, Herb?
Oh, that does miss. Good. Please develop.
I'm on.
Go on.
Mick Jews is asking what time tonight. I'm on at 8 o'clock tonight. I will share the link in a bit.
So obviously the center point is quite close to the edge on this one, and it is going to be going in to the other one as well. So we should get some different patterns and things going on here. Let's just have a look at that and see where that's going. Yeah, I'm going to be coming right out on the edge on this one. Not a problem though. Which it just means I'm going to be turning a fair bit of air.
So Hodgepodge has just acquired the video hollowing system. Cool.
Is that the Simon Hope one, Robert?
Joe Senior, good afternoon, Joe. How are you? I would say any luck on the sofa, but that'd be pretty pointless.
Hiya, Joe.
And Amy started with the hashtag sofa for Joe. Hodgepodge is saying no, not the Simon Hope. Andy Heath just joined. Hiya, Andy.
Who was that? Andy Heath, did you say?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Andy.
I was about to say I think it's Andy's birthday today. I was just checking on Facebook. Terry Brazing. Afternoon, Terry.
How's that looking? Oh, that's looking quite neat.
So Hodgepodge is saying it's a Steve Sinner laser arm that has been converted to video.
Very good. Very good. Simon Hope, I can't remember where Robert is now. I think Robert's over in the States. But Simon Hope, they do a similar type of hollowing system. I bought the one that's got the laser guide for the wall thickness, mainly because I couldn't afford the
Wayne,
camera one.
Is that the wrong hole? Looks like you've just gone back on the first one.
No, I don't think I have.
All right.
Oh, I have. Oh, I tell you what I could do. If I have gone back on the first one.
Are you going to get all posh on us now?
What's happened here? Hang on. My lathes decided to stop working. Yeah. What's going on here? That's it. Right, so is that on? Yeah, it is. I might as well sand that.
So Wivy Woodshed's just joined. Hodgepodge is saying all holes are fair game with
Hang on. There's something going wrong with me lathe here. This might get cut very short.
Okay.
Stop messing about.
Robbo's saying, is there dust in the switch?
Oh, very likely, Robo. Very likely.
Trevor Duran has just joined. And Patrick Hanley. There's some chuckles going on in the chat about me telling you it was the wrong hole. Hey, everyone's got dirty minds these days.
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. So just a quick sand on there. I'm not overly concerned. This is a practice piece. It's just to show people what you can get up to. Oh, come on.
Loose connection in there, Wayne?
Possibly. Right, see if I can get this on the right one this time.
And Greg Alexander has joined.
Good afternoon.
56 in. Only
Grand.
24 thumbs up though, people. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up for Wayne if you're enjoying what he's doing.
Right, I went really, really close to the bed bars on this one. That is around about a mil.
Can you get a Rizzler paper in there?
I probably could, but it is very, very close to the bed bars. Final one, just a couple of more designs on here.
So 4 canals. Have I checked out LordJaffa.com after Dale called you Lord Jaffa? No, I haven't. I will write it down and I'll have a look at some point. I tried persuading the wife that I needed Jaffa cakes for Christmas, but she wouldn't have it. And then I tried persuading her that I needed a penguin biscuit barrel for the workshop. She wouldn't have that either. Okay, so James Stewart is saying, question to Wayne.
Yeah.
Can you show how to sharpen the crown ring tool, please?
Oh, I just use, and this is why the bevel is all over the place on mine. If I can put my hand on it. I just use a diamond file and just hone it. Either that, or I'll use one of the small sanding pieces, something like this. Focus. Something like that in the Dremel to go around and sharpen both the inside and the outside. So that's basically what I use to sharpen the ring tool. I'm sure there are videos on the internet of how to sharpen it. I'm just going to give me ball gouge a quick sharpen.
Mark, the gentleman woodturner is in the chat. Hi everyone, thank you very much, Wayne, for stepping in and earworming. Normal service should resume next week.
Grand, nice to hear it, Mark.
Brilliant. Mike saying Yard of Jaffa's available for Crimbo. Yeah, that was the first thing I picked up, Mike. Robbo's saying, question, Wayne.
Yeah.
As you have a remote switch, Why don't you move it to the tailstock end and negate having to walk past the piece?
Because every time I move it to this end of the lathe, to the tailstock end of the lathe, I still start reaching around there because that's where it's been ever since I got it. That's the only reason, Robbo. I know it's safer having it at the other end. In fact, I'll just do that.
Klondike is saying Rick Turns did a video a couple of weeks ago where he made a ring tool and showed how he sharpens it. So go over and check that one out. Let me see if I can find.
See, I'm still doing it.
Muscle memory, innit?
That's what it is. Right then. There we go. You see that okay? So that's what we've got so far. What I'm going to do now is just lock this in place like that. Grab my angle grinder.
Return using. Oh, there we go. Using and abusing a ring tool.
So this has got the Arbitec blade on. This is going to be a bit on the noisy side. In fact, I don't like that in that position.
So David Millar's just joined, and I've just put a link into Rick Turns, the video that he did on the ring tool.
Grand. Right. So I'm just going to be doing some texturing around here. Some of it deep, some of it not so deep. This will be quite noisy. Now I'll turn it around and do the top edge as well, or the other edge, I should say.
See, Mark's so lucky living to the coast. He said he didn't feel up to doing a live today, so he's gone for a walk along the beach.
Brilliant.
Is there somewhere to get a coffee though, Mark? Got to keep warm in this cold weather. Herb's off. Is time for him to go to sleep. See you later, Herb. Thanks for coming in.
All right then. Take that out.
Mark's saying, dare say there may be a Costa involved on the way home. Good man.
Right, I'm just going to put some sand and sealer on this first, just to give it a base for the paint, really. Stick it on the sides as well. Give that a second or two to dry off. I'll just wipe off some of the excess.
John Ends in. Hiya, John.
Hey, John.
People are referring Drilly to laughing like Dr. Evil.
It'll just have black on the sides. I'll not put any of the Joe Sonia's paint on the side. It just gives it a finish, if you like.
Cool. 62 in at the minute.
Grand. Yeah, I think that's got everything.
Is there a little bit that hasn't got it on the bottom, or is that just a camera? Bottom circle.
Oh, yeah, see that. Thanks, Scott. That's better.
Looks like that timber's sucking that paint in, doesn't it?
It is. That's this cedar. Again, this is another piece that I got from Keith. It is very, very dry.
Paul Lockwood is asking, is that paint or ebonizing lacquer?
It's ebonizing lacquer, Paul. I don't have any paint at the moment, any gloss paint at the moment, but I have got a few tins of ebonizing lacquer. Take that
Mark
out.
Pritchard's got to go back to work.
Just give that a slow spin, just to get it dried off while I get some paints out. Let's have some gold, bit of green, bit of violet. That's my usual colours. Find some gloves. How's my gloves gone? So this is going to be finger painting.
Okie So, what's that one? Question, what is a good price for a 10x2 blank of Sported Beach?
Absolutely no idea.
Where are you looking at buying it from, Colin? Because there's some people out there that are quite expensive. Home of Wood is good for blanks. Yandles, Yandles isn't too bad.
I don't tend to buy a lot of blanks, tell you the truth. Yep, that's nicely done.
Amy's asking, what's the difference between ebonizing lacquer and gloss paint?
Probably not a lot, to tell you the truth, Amy. Let's just have a look at this ebonizing lacquer. This is an acrylic lacquer with quick drying pigment in it.
And Dutch has joined. He says, sorry he's late.
Hey, Dutch. Most of the paints I use, I'm in the UK, and most of the paints I use, I tend to get from Halfords. Scott gets his from a different place. There is a website called Sprayster. I know Paul would use a Sprayster quite a lot for his. I think some of the bigger cans are very good. I'm not too sure about the smaller cans.
So I tried Sprayster. The smaller cans were as much use as a chocolate teapot. So I've gone to a company that Dale from Maple Tree Studio recommends, called Graph City. They're based down in Wales. They do loads of different makes, but seeing the good results that Dale gets with the Cobra spray paints, that's what I tend to use.
I'm just having a look to see if I can find a piece of sponge. I don't seem to have any to hand.
There's a link to Graph City, which is a company that I use for my spray paints. I will also put a link in to Joe Sonia. I did have it, which is the paints that Wayne's about to use. If you do buy something from Joe Sonia, please let them know in the contact us section that you're buying them after seeing Wayne use them. Be much appreciated.
Right, so I can't find a sponge anywhere. I've usually got a few lying about here, real sponges, but I can't find any anywhere. So I'm just going to use one of these things that you use for washing in the shower. Now, the reason I've ebonized this is that the Joe Sonia iridescent paints actually show up a hell of a lot better if it's on a dark background. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to pop this on and hopefully bring it out on the highlights rather than in the valleys, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, Paul Lockwood saying he did a video comparison on the paints, like what you've used today and the cheap spray paints.
He did that quite a while ago.
So pop over to Paul's channel and have a look at that. You can get Joe Sonia Joe Sonia paints not only in the UK. I think the States do them. Can you get them in Australia?
They're developed in the States. That's where they come from. Joe Sonia paints. They're made by or they're being developed through Chroma, I think, through Chroma paints.
So Adam at I Love Woodturning's joined. He's saying a company called Staffordshire Black is worth looking at for ebonizing.
So now I know that colour's not coming out. It's getting bleached a bit, but don't worry about it. All will be revealed once I've finished.
Is that your purpley colour?
That's the purple that's on there.
Yeah, you can just make that out on the video.
And now I'm going to go with some green.
Oh, Jappy's in South Africa. I don't know if you can get him there. Worth having a look though. There might be somewhere that do them, or we can get them imported.
Just need a bit more green on there.
Why did I think Jappy was in Australia?
Don't know.
Don't know. Old age, that's what it is, mate. I can't even have a biscuit today, Wayne, being the only earworm.
You have to wait till 2 o'clock then.
2 minutes past 2.
All right. Okay.
No, it's not. I said that's when I'll have to wait till.
All right, 2 minutes past 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you're steaming through. This is only 1:35 at the moment, Wayne.
Oh my God.
Flying.
And we will finish off with some gold.
Jennifer Stroughton has just joined. Hello, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Didn't realise Wayne was on.
Yeah, it was a bit of a late one, Jennifer.
He's trying to confuse people.
Yeah, I totally confused people because I put the wrong date on the bloody thing as well.
Someone's saying you can get Joe Sonia on Amazon. So, not
You probably can.
Amazon tend to do everything, don't they?
It's just that, like I said, like Scott was saying, if you are in the UK and you order from Joe Sonia's UK, or if you buy from there, if you wouldn't mind, I don't think they've got a comment section, but there is a contact section. So you can actually send a contact and say, after watching Wayne demonstrate this, or these paints, I've decided to come and buy some. It would be much appreciated. Lynn at Joe Sonia's, she does support the channel and support me. I'll just give that another quick spin.
Jennifer's asking, are you still doing tomorrow night?
Oh, yes, Jennifer, I'll still be doing... Oh, God. All the words joined up there. I will still be doing tomorrow night, yes. What I'll be doing tomorrow night, now, there's a different thing altogether.
Say it on the VB.
No, can't do anything on the VB. It'd be far too much hassle trying to get me cameras and everything sorted. To go
yeah, they're all on the rig over there.
Yeah, well, the rig's on casters. It's just that I haven't figured out how to get the right view yet. I've lost my lacquer. Oh, there it is.
It'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Ruby Claire.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what that time is over in Canada. Probably about 4 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to do an emergent bowl. I've still got to practice that, Colin. I'm not going to do that first time on a live. Right.
Why not one? Can only go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I've done a test spray of the lacquer on the end grain there, and that's soaking straight in. Try it on the side grain. That's soaking straight in as well. I'll put one coat on. Just what?
So Benjamin is saying, Wayne, do you think you could fit a table lamp in? As a demo?
Table lamp?
Yeah.
No, I don't do table lamps. I used to do a hell of a lot of table lamps. Now, the reason I don't do them now is that obviously when I'm doing stuff other than, well, even a lot of the stuff in the lives that I sell, but for selling table lamps, it's an absolute nightmare. You've got to have it wired really properly. It's got to be pack tested before you can actually sell it and everything. And to me, it's just too much hassle.
I might look at doing one because I've got some blanks that are like already drilled through, like you need, and I've got the kits. There's that idea. Cheers, Ben.
No, what? In fact, I do know what I'm doing tomorrow night. I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. I do know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to do another of the long-stemmed potpourri type
Cool.
bowls. So you don't have to buy the lids for these because all the smell of the potpourri and everything comes out the sides. So it's going to be drilled, and it's going to be have saw cuts in there as well to join the drill holes together. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night. So I'll be using my drill guide if I can find it. And I'll be using the jig for my for me Dremel. So I'll be doing that.
8 o'clock in the UK is 4 o'clock Atlantic and 3 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Adam, I love Woodturn says I brought some from a UK agent a while ago, but I will write to them with that message anyway, Wayne. It was your feather demo that made me buy them.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
We have been invaded by the French. Barry has joined the chat.
Now this is still a bit tacky, but I'll try and get it up to the camera. I'll bring my stool back in. It is a fairly short demo today. I thought this was going to take a wee bit longer. I thought the piece might have flown off a couple of times.
Keith is saying pat testing is not a requirement now.
Is it not? Okay.
Paul Lockwood's saying he's done a few lamps. Did some nice glue ups which create different effects. Cool.
Right, here we go. I'm hoping this is going to show up the colours. So there you go, guys.
And Robbo's just got an order for 100 table lamps. I'd rather you than me, Robbo.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the piece. It's still obviously the same dimensions, 9. What was it? 10.5 by 6.5 by 2 inches deep. It does stand by itself. You don't have to have it on the wall. The colours aren't really coming out that well. They'll come out a lot better once I get it photographed and play with the contrast. So you'll see that the colours are a lot better. Oh, the back, Ruby. Sorry, it's just very plain on the back. And that's just the 3 holes that I use to mount it in the chuck. I use, what size are they? The jaws I use, it's an Axminster chuck. And it's the C jaws that I use. And these are the optimum in expansion mode is, people say it's 69, but I use a 67 mil forcing a bit to do the holes for mounting on the chuck. The reason I do that is that when I'm in bowl turning mode, I can be in here all day just doing bowls and probably knock out about 10 or 15 bowls in the day. And it's a lot quicker just being able to drill the mortise in the top of the bowl for mounting on the chuck. It's a lot quicker doing that than having to mess about with screw chucks or face plates and things like this.
So Benjamin is saying you could store things in those 3 holes. You're getting lots of nice comments. Joined you a bit late, says RJK Spinningwood.
Yeah, Jappy saying, when are you trying 4 or 5 holes? I've done that. The thing is obviously I'm limited to the size of piece of wood I can do on here because I've got to take into account the bed bars. I'm not limited to the size I can do on the VB because it doesn't have bed bars. It's a bowl turning lathe.
Bass is asking, how do you turn apples and pears?
I use them on I do them on a very small screw chuck.
There's a demo, Wayne. You know, like we were saying last night, different things.
Some fruit.
Yeah.
What I do with when I'm doing apples and pears, I'll have to see if I've still got my fruit screw chuck. With the apples, sorry, with the pears, I have the piece mounted in the screw chuck, and I turn the base of the pear first, then flip it round and turn the top of the pear, because obviously it's narrower. I just use a piece of leather or a small sliver of wood carved for the stalk, and I use a whole clove, to do the in the base. I forgot what that's called now. Yes, I could turn the headstock quite easily, but again, it's having to take into, since I'm doing this live and on camera and everything, I've got to take into account the camera angles, the setup, and everything like this.
I just popped.
I'll see what I can do, Jappy.
I've just popped in the link for my live tonight, Wayne, if that's all right.
Have I got a video of doing fruit? I don't think I have, Baz, to tell you the truth. I tell you what, I'll do some fruit.
You could have a Fruity Friday.
I could have a Fruity Friday, couldn't I?
Look at that. A Fruity Friday.
Yeah, because I do tend to colour my fruit as well. I'll see if I can dig out my small screw chuck. If not, I'll just make one. They're easy enough to make.
So Robert's got a live on. Robbo's got a live on Sunday night. Part 2 of his sharpening. Jappy's asking what I'm making tonight. It's a Halloween spectacular. So Wayne said earlier on, you never do anything for the first time. Tonight,
what I said was, I don't.
Tonight, yeah. We're gonna have a go at turning a pumpkin.
That's actually one of the challenges in the Woodturning 360 Club for this month.
We're gonna have a go. I wanted to do a live that was Halloween related. I've watched. There's loads of people out there. They do cauldrons, and I do wands anyway. So that's, I can knock out a wand in 5 minutes. So I saw a couple of videos on pumpkins, and I thought, do you know what? There's a challenge. Let's try and challenge myself.
So Jappy's asking me, have you considered doing your own colour ranges? No. It'll never happen. And Adam at I Love Woodturning said bananas. No, I have never turned a banana. If you want to see somebody turning a banana, go and watch Steve Twiddell. He's an absolute expert at turning bananas. If I'm doing bananas, I tend to saw them on the bandsaw.
Oh, Hodgepodge has done a pumpkin. I might have to have a look, see if I can find his video.
Yeah, in fact, I always did when I was doing a hell of a lot of fruit, because I did used to do at one time a hell of a lot of fruit. That used to be most of my turning at one time for certain shops, which is probably why I don't do so much now. Why not, Jappy? Because I can't be asked. I'm retired. I've given up work. I don't want to start developing a range where I'm going to have to go into business for myself. Yeah, Richard saying Carl did a lovely toffee apple. He did. It was absolutely spectacular.
Hodgepodge's pumpkin is coming out Sunday. Cool. So we'll watch that then. Jennifer's asking, are you on the 360 tonight, Wayne?
I don't see. I'm probably earworming for Scott tonight, Jennifer. So I may well miss Martin's tonight, seeing because I'll probably be earworming for Scott.
If you are available, that would be appreciated, Wayne.
Martin's if anybody is a member of the Woodturning 360, Martin is doing some texturing tonight with the Mini Arbitech carver, texturing and colouring tonight. He did put a link for everybody within the club, sent them emails with the Zoom link.
Benjamin is saying, did you say you sell your stuff in your own shop, Wayne? What shop is it?
No, it's not my shop, Ben. I'm a member of Arts and Crafts Collective, and I supply to. We've got 3 shops, and I'm in 2 of them.
You've not got an Etsy or anything like that, have you, Wayne?
I've taken my Etsy down. It didn't do anything for ages. I am seriously considering going in the one that you're in, the Made Me UK one.
Yeah.
But I'll wait and see how other people get on with that. Whether you get any sales, whether Steve gets any sales.
Steve's had a couple so far.
But we'll wait and see. I do quite well in the 2 shops that I'm in. Steady sales, so that helps go towards stuff that I'm needing within the workshop. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's about us for the day. So I will let you all get back to your morning's work, or lunchtime, or evening, or nighttime, and get on and doing what you're doing. Paul saying he found Etsy a waste of time. I think I had 3 sales, Paul. I've got to say they were all big sales. I didn't have a sale under £100, but I had my shop open for probably over 2 years, and I only sold those 3 items.
Yeah, see, I found Etsy, you just pay for the listing, you pay for the like percentage and whatever, whereas Made Me had the offer on 25 quid for the year. You can have as many listings as you want, and all you pay is your 1.4% and your 20p to Stripe that take your payments.
Yeah.
If anyone's interested in Made Me, I'll put the link to my shop up, but if you go, that'll take you to the Made Me UK. You can look at it, and I think personally it's better than Etsy.
So yeah, and it is for obviously UK sellers, but it does go everywhere. Right? Is this thing? No, I'll go and take. In fact, I'll tell you the truth. I'm thinking about taking some of this paint off, either taking some off or adding some more, because it's looking a wee bit of a mess. So you might not see any photographs of this. I'll decide when I get in the house. Anyway, I'm going to press the button and bid you farewell. If anybody's in at Scott's tonight, I'll probably see you there. I'll be back tomorrow night, where we're going to be doing the potpourri type, or the long stemmed potpourri type, bowl type, goblet type, thingy type thing. Right, I'm hitting the button. See you guys. Thanks for coming in.